Dr. Cecilia Exie of the East-West Coast Scientist. My counterpart, Lexi Arroyo, will be reporting for Manhattan, New York, and I'll be reporting for Seattle, Washington on the typhus epidemic, which she and I have been called in to report. So far, at the moment, this information is classified to the public. By the time that this film is released, educational film, of course, by the time that this film is released, the information will no longer be classified and the general public will be aware of what's going on. So, typhus, as my counterpart will also later explain, has gone by many names. It's the most common one on my side is the Rocky Mountain spotted fever, because due to the effects of typhus, you get a spotted rash over 90% of your body, depending on how long you have the disease. And it's contracted via body lice. At least the strain that is going around right now, it has been with lice, which is gross, but it's what it is. Rickettsia prowazekii is the specific strain of bacteria. It's running rampant.
Hello, my name is Lexi and I'm part of the East and West Coast Scientists, and I'm one of your hosts here reporting from Manhattan, New York. And today we're going to talk about our typhus outbreak. It is also referred to as camp fever, jail fever, and war fever. Now, over here, everything is fine. Not really anything too serious, but just for your information, so that you know, you're informed, typhus is caused by a vector in the bacteria family of Rickettsia, which is the pathogenic bacterium responsible. Now, typically it occurs when bacteria is passed to a human by a body loose, which is the vector. Now, the vector is infected by feeding when its mouth is sucking on a person who has the disease. And it sucks on the blood. The bacteria is passed into the insect's guts, where it invades the intestinal cells. It multiplies and then it bursts. Now, this infection is what kills the vector, but people are infected by scratching a bite caused by the bug, which rubs the vector's feces into the wound and then spreads around your body, which is gross.
This is West Coast, Dr. Cecilia Exie, here again to talk about typhus. On the cellular level, what happens within the cell after the bite, when the bacteria is transferred from the vector to the new host. So, going past the bite, the defecation, and whatnot, the bacteria in the feces gets scratched into the wound via friction from the host due to an agent in the louse's bite wound that causes the itching. So you itch it, and it introduces the bacteria to your bloodstream, to the host's bloodstream. The Rickettsia prowazekii is a rod-shaped bacterium that replicates via binary fission. It has a few different forms, but the main form that we're seeing is the rods. I really don't know what they're asking me to do this. I'm just giving you something. I don't even know if this information is going to be relevant later, but okay, never mind. Back to this. So it's introduced to the bloodstream. These bacteria mostly live within eukaryotic cells. They prefer, they don't prefer, but they tend towards cells that make up the lining of blood vessels. So not the cells within the vessels, the cells that make up the vessels. It's basically what they go for. They also later can go towards brain cells, heart cells, cells of different organs and tissues that cause further damage. But right now we're just focusing on the initial introduction into the host. It attaches to these cells via receptors, like a virus, but it's a bacteria. in order to evade recognition from phagocytomes, they internalize into the cell. They go into the cell, permeate. They make their way to the fibroblasts that surround the nucleus. From there, living off of the amino acids produced by the host cell, it replicates and replicates via binary fission, so the separation. And it does this until the fibroblast bursts around the nucleus, so that the fibroblast just bursts open. And after that, the cell bursts open. Now remember, these are the linings of the vessels. So when these cells start to collapse because these bacterium are bursting out of them, damaging their structure, other red blood cells are able to seep through this hole in the lining now, which causes the characteristic rash.
Light microscope. So, physical symptoms to look out for should be a rash. It starts from the back to the chest to the abdomen, and then spreads to the arms and the legs. And he, she should be coughing, nauseous, vomiting within the first 3 days of infection. Now, the spots go from regular red spots to crusty black scabs, very noticeable. And we have treatments ready and prepared for anybody that is ill. But in order to treat this, antibiotics such as tetracycline and chloramphenicol are used. Cases over here, like I said, really aren't too severe. Maybe 1 or 2 cases, but nothing too serious. Everything is fine and under control.
Oh god, this is...
I don't know why we have to clean outside in December.
I know. It's always gonna be dirty. No matter what. This is horrible.
Wonder if there's a chill in the air. Alright, we're done. Let's go inside. So itchy. Before I go on with my report, I have to go over something. My coworker has typhus, but he's being continued to be allowed to work because he's being treated. I have a bite on my shoulder. It itches, and I've scratched it. I can't finish this section right now. I can't do it. Hi, so, yeah, typhus. I've got some spots have come up my wrist. First sign of it, obviously. Somehow I got it. Showed up after work one day, and so I've contacted the hospital about this, and I'm about to call them again and see, because all I need is antibiotics, but I know that with this situation that's going on, there may not be any, so I'm going to call them and ask them about this. All right. Hi, this is Cecilia Exley calling about the typhus case and possibly coming in for treatment.
Ms. Exley, we've taken in your condition and regret to inform you that we do not have the resources available to treat you. The demand for antibiotics has depleted our supply, and we are in the process of requesting more. We'll contact you when we're able to accommodate you. In the meantime, rest, drink plenty of fluids, try to isolate yourself from the public. Thank you and have a nice day.
Hey guys, just doing a walk. I know I look terrible, but that's what happens. There's been no antibiotics. Everything is falling, but it's a lovely day, so we're gonna go for a walk
Yes.
and kind of see how the environment's doing with everyone dying. You know. All right. See you guys later.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Come on.
Seely? Seely. Seely. No. Come here. No.
I'm reporting back after a month, and I was wrong. Everything is not under control. Spreading rapidly. There's infections left and right. I haven't heard from my partner in like 2 weeks. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know what's wrong. It just, nothing's working. Nothing's fixing anything. It's spreading too fast. I don't know what to do. I'm afraid to leave my house. I don't know what we're supposed to do. I didn't anticipate this to spread so fast. It's scary, and I don't know what to do. I'm scared.